Hi दोस्तों, welcome to Toral Education. Friends, today we are taking exercise 6.3. But before we going there, let's see the theorem. Theorem 6.7. The sum of angles of a triangle is 180. This is the most important theorem which you have to remember for your examination and for all the sums ahead, right friends? So sum of angles of a triangle is 180. Here data that means given triangle ABC is given. We have to prove angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180, right? Here we are taking proof. In triangle ABC, proof triangle ABC, DE parallel to BC. We have constructed here DE which is parallel to BC, right? So angle 1 equals to angle 4. Look at here, angle 1 equals to angle 4 and angle 3 equals to angle 5. 3 equals to 5 because AB is transversal and AC is transversal. So 1 and 4, 3 and 5 form alternate angles, and alternate angles are equal. We have seen earlier. Angle 2, angle 4 and angle 5 are angles of triangle ABC. 2, 4 and 5. Right? These are the angles of triangle ABC. Now, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equals to 180. Look at here. 1, 2 and 3. This is a line DE. If the angles are on the same line, they are linear pair of angles. So the sum of linear pair of angles is 180. Here angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 180. But we have earlier seen, right? Angle 1 equals to angle 4. So I have taken here angle 1 equals to angle 4. Angle 1 equals to 4. Angle 2 equals to 2. But angle 3 equals to 5. Angle 3 equals to angle 5. Right? So angle 4 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 equals to 180. Right? So 2, 4 and 5 are the angles of triangle. Hence we have proved angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals to 180. Right? In triangle ABC. The another theorem which is not proved, but I will explain something to you. If a side of a triangle is produced, if a side of a triangle is produced, then the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Side of triangle is produced. Look at the triangle. If BC is produced to, suppose here is F, here is F, right? Then angle ACF is equals to sum of angle 2 and 4, that is equals to angle 2 plus angle 4. Okay, this is an exterior angle ACF. This is an exterior angle. So exterior angle equals to sum of the two opposite interior angles. Okay, theorem 8 we have not proved, and in textbook also there is no proof given. Okay, now look at exercise 6.2. 6.3, sorry, exercise 6.3. We have taken exercise 6.2 in earlier video. Question number 1. In the figure 6.39, side QP and RQ of triangle PQR are produced. Triangle PQR are produced to points S, here point S, and point T respectively. If SPR, this angle is 135, and PQT is 110, then find angle PRQ. Angle PRQ. PRQ. This angle we have to find out. So what is given in figure? The exterior angle is given. Here also exterior angle PQT is given. Let's see. In the figure, angle SPR plus angle QPR equals to 180. Look, SPR plus angle QPR, this angle plus this angle, both are linear pair of angles. But SPR is given 135, okay, plus QPR equals to 180. So QPR equals to 180 minus 135. So QPR, this angle is 45. This angle is 45. One of the interior angles of angle PQT is 45. Find the other. Then we have angle QPR plus PRQ equals to 110. That means PQT, exterior angle. Theorem 6.8 we have seen, right? But we can see like this: PQT plus PQR equals to 180. PQT plus PQR is 180. So if we subtract 110 from 180, we get 70. So angle PQR is 70. So we have taken here angle sum property. All the angles, sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180. So here QPR plus PQR plus PRQ. Here should be PRQ. PRQ. Right? PQR is 70. But PRQ to be find out. So consider here PRQ, not PQR. PRQ is 115. 35 plus 70 equals to 115. 115 to be subtracted from 180, we get PRQ is 180 minus 115. That is angle PRQ is 65. Angle PRQ is 65. Question number 2. In figure 6.40, x equals to 62. Angle x equals to 62. XYZ is 54. XYZ, this angle is 54. So two angles are given. Okay. And other thing is given. YO and ZO are the bisector of angle XYZ and XZY respectively. YO, this is the bisector of XYZ. Bisector, that means it divides the angle into two equal parts. Similarly, ZO is bisector of XZY, so it also divides angle XYZ into two equal parts. Okay. Now find OZY and YOZ. OZY. and YOZ, right? This angle and this small angle. So it's easy. Look, understand. Here angle X and Y are given. X and Y are given. So it is angle sum property. Apply here. Angle X plus angle Y plus angle Z equals to 180. Right? So angle X plus angle XYZ, this is XYZ, plus XZY, XZY, this angle. So we got here 62 plus 54 equals to 116 equals to 180. Then XZY equals to 180 minus 116. Okay. So XZY equals to 64. XZY equals to 64. But we know that OZ is bisector of XZY. So we can divide it into 2. So we will get 64 divided by 2, that is 32. So OZY is 32 and OYZ is 54 divided by 2, that is 27. This is 27, this is 32. We will get YOZ. Okay, it is given that these are the bisectors. Okay, then angle OYZ equals to angle XYZ upon 2. It is bisector. YO is bisector. 54 upon 2, that is 27. And angle OZY equals to XZY, the whole angle, XZY upon 2. So 64 upon 2, that is 32. Now again angle sum property in triangle OYZ. This is triangle OYZ. In this triangle we have taken angle sum property. Angle sum property, that means the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. So angle OYZ plus angle YZO plus angle YOZ equals to 180. Look at here. 180, but these two are given 27 and 32. So YOZ equals to 180, right? Therefore YOZ equals to 180 minus 59, because sum of both the angles is 59. So angle YOZ equals to 121. Now question number 3. Question number 3, in figure 6.41, if AB parallel to DE, AB parallel to DE given. Friends, whenever you read the question, consider the figure in your brain. BAC 35. B here, BAC is 35. DCE 53. CDE is 53. CDE 53. Then find DCE. Find DCE. These two lines are parallel, AB and DE. Right? So if AE is transversal, then angle A equals to angle E, because they are alternate angle, that is BAE, or we can say BAC equals to CED, alternate angles. So if BAC is 35, then CED is 35. Okay, so this one is 35. Then angle sum property, CDE, triangle CDE, we consider C plus D plus E, right? Angle CDE, CED, this is CD, and DCE, CD, this one, and DCE, this one. is 180. 53 plus 35, both the angles are given now, plus DCE equals to 180. If we add both of them, we get 88. 88 plus DCE equals to 180. Then DCE equals to 180 minus 88. Therefore, DCE equals to 92. This angle is 92, that is more than 90 degree. More than right angle. Okay friends. Now, question number 4. Question number 4 is given here. Question number 4. In figure 6.42, if lines PQ and RS intersect at point T, line PQ and RS intersect at point T, right? This is intersection point, such that PRT is 40. PRT is 40. RPT is 95. RPT, this one is 95, yes, and TSQ is 75. TSQ is 75. Find SQT. SQT. We are not given that PR parallel to SQ. Okay, right. So we have to find here first this angle PTR, right? Then we will get angle STQ, then we will get angle SQT. 3 steps. First step is angle sum property of angle PRT. In triangle PRT, angle PRT plus angle RPT plus angle PTR equals to 180, right? Angle sum property. Now 40 plus 95 equals plus PTR equals to 180, because 40 and 95 are given. So we will get this angle PTR. PTR is 100. PTR is 45. This angle is 45. Then this angle is also 45, because vertically opposite angles. Look at here. PTR equals to STQ, right? So this is 45. STQ is 45. Now another triangle. Triangle TSQ. This triangle. So this angle plus this angle plus this angle equals to 180. Look at here. Angle STQ plus angle SQT plus angle TSQ equals to 180. Here this one is 45, because STQ is 45. SQT we want to find out, and TSQ is 75. TSQ is 75, right? Here should be SQT. SQT. We find out SQT. SQT, consider here SQT instead of STQ. Okay, so angle SQT is 180 minus 120. SQT is 60, right? This angle we have found out 60. Okay, now let's go friends. Question number 5. Question number 5. There are 6 questions in this exercise. 6 questions. Look at here. The 5th question is, in figure 6.43, PQ perpendicular to PS. PQ perpendicular to PS. It is given PQ perpendicular to PS. And PQ parallel to SR. PQ parallel to SR. This line SR. PQ and SR both are parallel. SQR 28. QR, this is 28. QRT 65, QRT 65. Then find the values of x and y. X is this and y is this. We have to find out values of both S and Q. So friends, here it is given PQ perpendicular to PS and PQ parallel to SR. Right? This one is given. PQ and SR are parallel. If they are parallel, then PQR, this thing, PQR and QRT, both are same, alternate angle. The whole angle PQR and QRT, alternate angles, so they must be same. So x plus 28 equals to 65, right? Therefore x equals to 65 minus 28, so x equals to 37. We have got here 37, right? Now friends, if we consider QS as transversal, then this sum of this and this is 180, but the angle must be full. Okay friends, now let's, in triangle PQS, we have x, we have 90, so we will get y. X plus y plus 90 equals to 180, right? That is P plus x plus y equals to 180, angle sum property. 90 plus 37 plus y equals to 180. So 127, sum of both, plus y equals to 180. We will get here y equals to 53. After subtracting 127 from 180, we have got here 53. Okay friends, now question number 6 and the last of the exercise and the chapter, last. In figure 6.44, here figure is given. In figure 6.44, the side QR of PQR is produced to side QR of triangle PQR is produced to S. If the bisectors of PQR and PRS, bisectors of PQR and PRS meet at point T, okay, then prove that QTR, angle QTR is half angle QPR. This angle and this angle we have to compare. This angle is half this angle, that is angle QTR is half angle QPR, right? So this is the sum to be proved in triangle QTR. In triangle QTR, TRS is an exterior angle, TRS, this one is an exterior angle. So angle TQR plus angle QTR equals to TRS. Barabar? TRS equals to QTR plus TQR. Interior opposite angles. Okay? Then we can say QTR equals to TRS minus TQR. TRS minus TQR. Result 1. Again, triangle PQR. Look at triangle PQR. Angle PRS is an exterior angle. Okay. PRS. So PRS equals to QPR plus PQR. Look. PRS is an exterior angle. So angle P, that is QPR, this one, and angle PQR, this one, they are interior opposite angles. So sum of interior opposite angles is equals to exterior angle. Right? We have taken here this one. Look, PRS equals to 2 TRS. Why? PRS equals to 2 TRS because TR is bisector. This divides the angle PRS into two equal parts. So we can write 2 times TRS. Okay? Plus equals to angle QPR plus PQR. Look at PQR. PQR. This is also QT is also bisector. So angle is divided into two equal parts. So we can write 2 times TQR. 2 times TQR. 2 TQR. Okay. Now QPR equals to 2 TRS minus 2 TQR. If we take 2 as common, then angle TRS minus TQR. Look at here, angle TRS minus TQR. TRS minus TQR. Okay. So what is it? Here TRS minus TQR is QTR, right? From 1, 2 into TQR, QTR. QTR equals to TRS minus TQR. So we have put here in place of TRS minus TQR, QTR. So if 2 goes there, then it will be in denomination. So angle QTR equals to half angle QPR. Half angle QPR. So friends, it is proved and the exercise is over. We do not have more sums in this chapter. Read the summary properly and watch the videos again and again. If you practice yourself more and more, you will get all the sums in your brain and you can do it very easily. So friends, thank you for being with us. Thank you very much.